Morning. Just got done with my walk. I'm actually just cooling off now. I tried to get it at 4.4 mile walk that I do. Trying to get that under 16 minutes a mile, and I did. About 15:57. So weighed myself this morning. I went back up to 231. It's definitely not. The weight gods are not letting me get below 230. They're going to mess with me some. But everything was good yesterday. I did a long walk, worked in the yard. I'm cutting down some really big azalea bushes right now in the front yard of my mom, that my mom and dad kind of let go, obviously, in their declining health. So I got to get after those, and today I got to dig the stumps out. So that'll be good exercise as well. Had a little bit of a calorie controversy. Looks like those sweet potatoes that I eat, the baked ones, which are really good, have a few more calories than I thought. We thought they were 112 for a medium-sized one. It's really about 90 per 100 grams, and those, even the little ones, are 200, 300 grams. So still going to eat them, but obviously I've got to eat less of them. It's a very good, what I think is a healthy, sweet thing to eat. Try to get away from those ice cream bars. The ones that I was eating. I'd rather try to eat something a little bit more natural, a little bit more healthy, or what I can perceive as healthy. Again, I don't know if I'm as disappointed or bummed this time. I just know that somehow the weight loss gods, as much as I like getting past numbers that have zero in the end of them, it seems like they have a sick sense of humor and like to make it really hard to get past the numbers that have a zero on the end of them. So, but I know that my diet and my exercise are on my side, so it's really just a matter of time. It'll happen. I was listening to one of my wife's YouTube weight loss people, Autumn Bates, and she was talking about cortisol. Her thought, and it's not just hers, but I'm sure it's I've heard it from a lot of people, is that weight gain and weight loss has a lot to do with hormone imbalances, and cortisol is the hormone that your body releases when you're stressed, and that makes you hang on to your fat, especially around your belly area, which is interesting. That's kind of a bummer, because that's where people want to, seems like that's where you want to lose the weight the most. Anyway, I was just thinking about that when I said I was going to start running, because she says that runners actually have a higher cortisol level. So I'm going to have to think about whether I'm going to start running in May. I know at some point I'm going to start running because I want to do some triathlons. Maybe in the winter or next year, but I might hold off on running for the month of May, just to focus on losing as much weight as I can, the most efficient way I can. I was also thinking, yesterday I used a marathon analogy, and I ran the San Francisco Marathon twice, I think a couple years apart. The first time I ran it, I didn't really think about it. I didn't plan, I didn't train, I just took off running, and by about the 18th mile, I literally just fell apart. I did finish it, but I think it was six and a half hours or something. I was walking and delirious. The next year I planned, I told myself that I would walk every aid station, the distance of the aid station, and then there was one really big hill, and I told myself I would walk, and I wanted to break a 9-minute mile average, which would have been about a 3:56 or so, and because of that prior planning and me just not freaking out and just sticking with the plan, I actually ran it in 3:55. So I'm trying to use that as an analogy for what I'm doing right now. Okay, have a good day. See you tomorrow.